Frank says he can't fish right now. He's eating Dairy Queen. Ooh, what's he having from Dairy Queen? That's the bigger question. What's up, everybody? Gramps here. A special live on a Saturday night before Debo goes live here in about an hour and 35 minutes. Wanted to jump in with a quick live stream just to give some quick updates. This was supposed to be a Two Brothers Fishing podcast where we're going to talk about summer fishing, big Texas rigs. But sadly, these storms have Jeremy's computer on the fritz. Could be a bad video card. Could be a bad HDMI cable. We don't know. But he went to fire it up this evening and nada. So I've got a spare HDMI cable that I will take to him tomorrow for the Freedom Squad meetup. And we'll see if we can't get his computer back online so that he can join us again in future live streams. We're not going to do a super long one tonight because we're not going to do a specific, topic like we'd like to do so that we can kind of record these. And, I want to start doing a podcast where we have specific subjects we touch on, we talk about that's timely throughout the year. But much like everything else, you know how it goes. So tonight's an impromptu Gramps live. Love seeing everybody in the chat. We'll go for about an hour if you guys want to go that long. But first and foremost, I want to start with I did get a package to the winner who's been waiting for like a month and a half. That package went out today, so your giveaway, and I don't remember if it was from one of my streams or Debo's, but whoever it was that was waiting, your package is on the way. Speaking of which, so Jim Balin won the Team Gramps Knucklehead Challenge back in May. And he's not able to go down to Guntersville during the the Hero Cup, and that slid Jeremy up into the next spot. And that's why, guys, I'm telling you, you got to stay fighting every month all the way through because you just never know what's going to happen. We've it's every month the people at the very top ended up not being the ones that accepted the slot because of the way things bounced around. John Long won the first one. He actually chose he's going to fish on Team Chad. And, of course, you still see him uploading fish because he's just swinging a big stick down there. And, you catching 21s and 22s. But Chad removed a bunch of those that ate just this much leaderboard. But that being said, right now we have on Team Gramps, Liz, our good friend Antoine Hayes, one of my Old Town Pro staffers here in Indiana, and Jeremy. And then this month, the last stop, the last slot, it's a dog fight. And I'm just going to jump in real quick and just take a look. And Levi Bulgren is leading the charge right now. And right behind him is John Gittner from here in Indiana. And then Daniel Pierce, bank fishing up there in, Northwest Indy on the board with 90 inches, folks. That just goes to show you that you can make these teams fishing from the bank. Now that we had all of our big stick hammers from Florida and down south kind of pick their teams and clear the smoke, everybody else, you have a legit chance to win a slot on Team Gramps or some of the others. And so I'm telling you, and talking to Chad earlier today, we're going to make some adjustments next year so that the big sticks will have like their own special category. And then everybody fighting for slots, for their favorite YouTubers, influencers, folks like that, you're gonna see some, even out a little bit too. But I'll let Chad get to that when the time comes. But I did want to talk about something else real quick. So for those of you Alex Rudd was one of our Knucklehead team captains, and sadly my heart still breaks for him because I know what he's going through. His father passed away from cancer, not too long ago. And, I lost my mom that way. It still seems like yesterday. But, so Alex, had to drop out and is not going to be able to make that. He's, he's trying to do things at his own pace as he can. So I was glad to see that he made it down to ICAST, but he did have to drop out. So that being said, the people that competed for and fought for those positions, well, I'm going to tell you what, Chad must have reached out and found a really cool replacement because I am happy to see that Team Bearded Dad is in the challenge. And if you guys follow kayak angling on YouTube, Bearded Dad Angler. He is, to me, just like Wendell Fishing, another one of those big up-and-comer, kayak-focused fishing channels. If you're not following Wendell Fishing and Bearded Dad, do yourself a favor and check them out. They do a great job of kayak-focused content. I mean, you guys have been watching me do what I do over the last couple of years, hit that 25,000 Fishing Fam members. Wendell Fishing is going to catch me and blow by me in a super fast rate. That dude is dropping the videos, the knowledge, sharing everything that he's learned. And I'm telling you what, I am so happy watching him go through, put in the grind. I mean, video after video, week after week. He is working on an unstoppable level. And Bearded Dad is the same way. He's always got dad jokes, and he brings a little bit of comedy to kayak fishing. But I was super stoked to see his name. Literally, when I was just sharing my screen, I saw it. He popped up in there. So, man, I'll tell you what, the Knucklehead, the Hero Cup is going to be filled with a lot of fun folks between Chad, Fluke Master, Wendell Fishing, the guys, Flanders, and, our good friends Paul and the Burley Fishing. I always say Burley. I can't, Debo's look-alike. They're going to be there leading teams. It's really, really going to be awesome. And now that we see that Bearded Dad has joined the challenge as well, that's really cool. And I'm telling you what, man, this is just year one. This Knucklehead thing is going to be something special over the next several years. So getting back where I was going to go before I kind of jumped into all of that, man, I'm just super, super jacked up about tomorrow's Freedom Squad meetup. We had to change the date because it stormed up there all day today. And I say up there by Indy where Jeremy and Matt live. And yeah, Chad's right. I mean, I know he can't wait to see who comes in second in the Knucklehead series after this team of Hoosiers comes down there and kicks all that butt and surprises everybody, because we don't live on Gunnersville. So we're just going to go out and go fishing. So, it'll be fun when everybody else is down there eating humble pie when Team Gramps comes down there and just puts the smack down on them. But, it's just the way we roll. There's kayak anglers from Indiana that roll out and fish all these national championships and events. Mike Elsey, Brian Sparks, Glenn Landstrom, Matt Kiefer, a bunch of them. They just go out and they just putting the smack down on everybody. So, we'll see what happens. But either way, whatever happens, we're going to have a good time. We're going to go down there. We're going to meet everybody. We're going to do some fishing. Whatever happens, somebody's going to bring home that Hero Cup. The team that fishes for that person is going to split that 10K, and everybody is going to have a good time. Okay, never mind. I'll just, ignore that one. Okay, good to go. So, anywho, that being said, I was talking about Jim Ballin, who won, and Gina Lynn, I don't have time for your nonsense on Facebook. I'm just going to go ahead and block and bye. And that's what I get for doing a public thing on Facebook, because, that's the way it goes sometime. I got to put the smack down on a couple people. I've never considered myself all that successful of a YouTuber, influencer, blah, 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 until I got some trolls. And now I got some, spammers from across the whatever. But yeah, some of you guys might not see them across the various platforms. And if you do, we're putting a ban hammer down. And so, yeah. Anywho, back to Jim Ballin. So, Jim Balin. I told Jim, I said, man, I wish you could have made it. But since you can't, let me put together a package of baits for you. Just to, because I want everybody who participates, let alone the winners, to have something to come away from it. And I know it's not like you need a bunch of different baits and whatnot, because obviously you're a stick. You know how to catch the fish, and you did a great job winning that series. But, sometimes maybe I've got something that you may not have gone out and got yet to try. So let me run through a quick little box of baits that I'm going to be sending to Jim as a thank you for participating in the Knucklehead Bass Fishing Series for Team Gramps and winning it. And still eligible, to win the kayak at the end of the season. But, I wanted you to have a little something from me to you. So I'm going to start out with a bag of the new Yamatonuki baits. Threw those around some yesterday. Had an different experience, but they were pretty cool. I've got the new Z-Man swim bait they came out with. I don't remember what they call this. The Hercules. So I got a swim bait for you. I got a 6 cents bluegill colored, braid swim jig. Gramps ain't just throwing the junk in here, man. We gotta have some decent prizes. We got the Jackhammer Stealth with some big bite baits swim on trailers to match up. This one's a green pumpkin. This should be a good Clearwater combo for you. And I went with the self blade with this one because for Clearwater, you don't always want to have that super flash. But for when you do want to have that super flash, we got the regular white shad. I think it's just a pearl, or white. Obviously matched up with my favorite bait for it. Chad says those Yamadukis are pretty sweet. I think I'm going to have to dip them in the head of it and mend it before I even start throwing them. Because I tried a heavy wire hook and tore it up. You're going to have like a 4 or 5 EWG hook, but a lighter wire hook. And I think it's more going to be like a pitching bait versus like I like to try to skip them. And they skip really well, but about 2 skips in, they start tearing. So, yeah, I'll just stick with the stupid tube for that. But I think it's going to be a good like pitching bait, around stuff like that. But again, white Jackhammer, white big bite bait swim-ons. I'm throwing in. Got to throw in some stuff, some Strike King. So I've got the KVD Magic caffeine shads, and I've also got some green pumpkin sapphire baby finesse worms. To go with those finesse worms, we got some Monster Bass Neko weights, tungsten. I'm going to throw in some Excite stick baits. Me, I got to throw in that Beast Coast fishing jig. Man, these dudes, these tungsten jigs are something else. American Legacy started carrying them, and I started throwing them. Absolutely an awesome jig here. Since it's, we got to talk a little bit about drop shot. Got the 6 cents drop shot hooks. Pair it up with some Monster Bass drop shot weights. Throwing in some of these V&M drop shad baits that came in a Monster Bass box. These are in like a green pumpkin, watermelon purple. These, I've seen the action on these. I've got another pack and they're pretty sweet. And then, I'm going to go ahead and because it's Texas rigging time of year, a pack of the Monster Bass bullet weights, tungsten, and from Wicked Weights, a 3/16 3/0 swim bait underspin. And you can tie this, hook this up with your favorite swim baits. And last but not least, one of the new baits from John Cruz. This is the Missile Baits Robo Worm joint. And these are the green pumpkin money. It's a 6-inch magic worm. So there's a good little package there for Jim. Hopefully you may or may not have played with some of this stuff, but all of this stuff, everybody's talking about dude wipes. I don't know what happened, but hey, glad to see everybody's here having a conversation. And I just realized I'm still on, the thing. So I'm showing, well, that was dumb. Y'all couldn't have told me to minimize and change the screen. And yeah, that was stupid. Anyway, so you guys probably didn't see anything I just showed, but there it is. Ain't going to start over and do it again. Man, feel really dumb. You'd think after, I guess my live stream break just kind of jacked stuff up, and I just don't even know how to do a live stream anymore. What can I say? Oh, well. On to tomorrow's giveaway, or tomorrow's get-together. Going to be giving away sticker packs, Freedom Squad stickers. Oh, hey, look, you can actually see stuff. Got some of the new Fisherman Gramps stickers and our new Two Brothers Outdoors stickers. And, I'm sure Jeremy Matt's going to have their stickers so that we can, I'm a professional dumbass because I can't even run a live stream so y'all can show the baits that I'm giving away. But they're not for you. They're for Jim. So Jim's going to get to see them all. So he may have heard everything, but, maybe he'll just be surprised. So I'm going to go ahead and take these stickers, throw them in the box for Jim. And again, thank you, Jim, for participating in the Team Gramps Knucklehead. I really appreciate everybody who does that. And he says he can see fine through his bifocals. But Oh, man. Was there anything else I was going to talk about? I guess we're going to end the live stream. Thank you, everybody. Get outside when you can. Have some memories. Good times. No, I don't know. What are we talking about tonight? So, you think I know what I was doing. So, anywho, I know what else we were going to talk about, and we'll jump into that since Chad is in the chat. And let me go back to the main page again of the thing and bring this one up. Add the screen, and boom. So, Chad's heard a lot of feedback from a lot of people when we do the KBF Knucklehead series and all these other challenges and fish ops and everything else. Oh, I can't compete. I can't compete because I don't live down south with everybody in Florida and Texas and California and Georgia. I can't catch them monster bass. It's not fair. All right. Here's your chance, folks, because big smallmouth can be found all over the country. From up north to down south, you can find smallies. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Liz, sorry. You just got to keep posting those big stud pictures. And is that a green bass on that board? It could be. It could be a big smallie. I don't know. It could be Jeremy's big smallie. But it's hard telling. But it's the Smallmouth Summer Series. So mainstream fishing, everybody in the northern hemisphere, all you Yankee Doodles out there. Yes, I was born in Georgia, raised around Indiana. But all you Yankees out there, here's your chance. Smallmouth. Don't matter if you're fishing creeks, rivers, big lakes. You know, you can go out. Yeah, Liz is going to go fish for peacocks. It's probably a little warm down in Florida right now to, at least it's, hot here, but it ain't hot, like hell hot down there. But anyway, Frank, you don't have to live in Canada. You can always move south. We'd love to have you down here. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? We welcome foreigners from everywhere else in the world. You may as well come down and join us too. Will says it's not fair. We don't have smallmouth in Georgia. That's all right, Will. You can keep posting those 22, 23, 24, 25. Suck it. We don't care. We don't want to hear about you guys that have these monster bass down there about not having smallies. Do like I have to drive to another state if I want to find a big ass bass. Of course, I go down to Gunnersville and try to catch fish on frog and don't catch no big bass. Well, we're going to change that. Trust me. But again, Summermouth, the Smallmouth Summer Series. This is actually going to be really cool. I'd love to see everybody jump into this. I mean, if you've been doing Knucklehead, hey, man, go get you 5 fish on the board. He put this up yesterday, and we've already got a bunch of people signed up. But let me scroll back up, and we'll talk about the details a little bit. Because, again, cheap. I'm not even going to say cheap. Cheap's not fair. It's affordable entry price, $25 to play. First place wins a $500 Fish USA gift card. Second, $300. Third gets a $200. And then out of all this, yep, that's right, fishing kayak going to be drawn from all the competitors who enter a 5-fish limit. So again, if you want a chance to win a fishing kayak, $25 to play, go out and catch you 5. That's really what I'm going to do because, the funny thing is for me, there's smallies in the rivers and creeks around where I'm at. I don't really chase them because I've always wanted to catch the next biggest largemouth that I could find. But I actually entered this one as, for me, an incentive to get out on my local waters here, around where I'm at in small town Indiana. And, it's going to be one of those things where I'm just going to, I'm just going to go and, try to find 5 fish. So that's the cool thing about it. But, be sure to check out. I'll be posting the links to this in the description of this video and then on Instagram and other places too. But for me, I'm actually going to take this as a time to go out and really focus on catching some smallies. And, I'm always enamored by watching John at Creek Fishing Adventures or, there's a group up in northern Indiana too, Everything Outdoors. They'll get on a river in their paddle kayaks and they'll float all day. They'll pull off on some bank somewhere like a sandbar, and they'll light a fire and cook up some brats and keep on fishing. Sometimes, they'll cook and catch. Our friends around here, Puddle Walker Outdoors, they wade the creeks and go chasing smallies all the time. So I'm always kind of envious of guys like that. And I've got a river that runs through here. It's got some smallies in it. They're not monsters, but hey, I don't care. I'm just going to go try to catch 5 and really get outdoors and try to enjoy this. But for those of you guys that live in these, smallie areas, OEF 5, Jeremy and Salmon Searcher up there in Indy, I mean, there's a bunch of good smallies up there too. But yeah, I'm with you, man. And I think it'd be fun to get together with us guys down here in the south side of the state, get together and try to catch some. And, if we catch some 13s, 14s, and 15s, man, they are fun to catch. And, I really want to get out and focus on that too. But I've spent so much of my time focusing on catching, trying to catch the biggest largemouth I can. And, so go check that out. Like I said, I'll drop the links, but it's going to run through the 22nd of this month through September, I think it is. So it's a summertime series, but I think it's something that Chad may add and keep in, with KBF and, stuff like that too. I don't know. I don't think this one's tied to the Fish Ops program. I think this just may be another KBF event. Again, we're using this to a way to promote people to get into kayak bass fishing now for smallies too. But keep an eye out too, because Chad's always trying to come up with new ideas for Catch 5. Obviously, we're still in Catch 22. You guys know that is my heart of the season, has been for the last couple of years, is to catch those 22 fish as part of our keeping an eye on the number. And let me go ahead and remove that to keep work on focusing on veteran suicide and dropping that number to 0 someday. But if you're not in Catch 22 yet, I've got several videos out on it. You can fish it from the bank, from kayak. There's even a couple sections for boats, or if you just want to catch, there's like a free for all where you can catch any species you want, 22 fish. But again, those are to support those heroes on the water. That's what the program is for this year. And yep. So Chad's saying this was for KBF right now. It's just kind of to expand, the stuff that they're doing as well. But yeah, I can see a Catch 5 Smallie series. That would be fun to do too. So it's kind of cool too. But I love the fact that KBF is so broad in focusing on those veteran things, and you'll see some stuff out of the Fish Ops and the Fish Camp side as we go down the road over the next year or so. You're going to see Jeremy, Matt, and I getting together, down there doing some fish and camping. Probably all Freedom Squads are really going to get involved in that too, because we've all talked about wanting to do a lot of camping and kayaking and things like that too. Truly get into, the veteran recreational side. Sure, we fish a lot of tournaments and stuff like that for fun, but it's that we do those for fun too. None of us are serious tournament anglers. We take it serious when we're doing it, but our biggest focus in life is obviously focusing on veteran health and and doing stuff to get people outside and away from just being kind of shut in. Oh, look who joins the stream after we get done talking about something he's going to be really interested in. I'm going to throw this back up on stream, give it a 1-second recap, and then let you go back and watch the replay. But you know how you're always talking about you want a Smallie event? There you go. Oh, I highlighted the wrong one. There you go, dude. You got a smallmouth summer series focused only on smallmouth bass on KBF, on Fishing Chaos. $25 entry fee. Bunch of good prizes. There's going to be a kayak given away out of it too. But there's your chance to go enter some of them monster smallies you'll be up there chasing too. So, yep. And like I said, I'll drop the link to that, and I'll be posting about it on Instagram as well. But I've already signed up, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of the Freedom Squad guys are going to be jumping in that one as well. And we'll go out there and mainstream a lot of that, because I brought this up to Chad when we were talking, last week. And a lot of that was actually, conversation with you during your live stream that one night too. So, yeah, we wanted to have something where people can focus in smallies and all that up, so forth too. So, good. Man, do I really have that much? Like I said, I was going to keep it short tonight. I have still got so much to do tonight to get ready for tomorrow, the Freedom Squad meetup there at Camp Atterbury. I think OEF 5 is going to be live at times, perhaps on Twitch. I will be posting some updates. Of course, we'll have our cameras rolling, and we'll have a post, like a video kind of highlighting the whole. If nobody shows up, if a bunch of people shows up, it's one of those things that whoever shows up can, because there was a bunch of people that wanted to show up today, but it rained all day today up there, and we just weren't going to have it. And I know a bunch of people said they couldn't make it because it's a Sunday, which I get too. This is our first event. Our first meetup, and whatever happens. We're going to do some giveaways. We're going to enjoy the day. We're going to eat some grub. We're going to get on the water and fish together. And, would love to have y'all join us if you're in the, southern Indiana. Well, it's not southern Indiana, but, the Indiana area around Camp Atterbury. So, we'd love to have anybody stop by that can. And we're going to have some prizes, some drawings, and some giveaways. And we're going to hang out and have a good time regardless. We're going to go catch some fish. I'm going to throw a frog. Everybody's laughing, but I've got one of the things I got to get done tonight is I got in a bunch of lunker sticks for monster bass. If you saw me do my preview video when they came out with their first, I just dropped that right on the old stack of expensive rods. All right, we're going to take a pause for the cause. Nothing like about $5,000 worth of rods and reels, and I'm going to drop a tube on them. Anywho, now we're back. So anyway, I'm going to go put the monster bass lunker sticks through their paces. I did a review video on the first version when they came out, and I'm going to tell you right now, the way that Rick did this is different than, say, Guggen or Sixth Sense or some of these other companies that came out with their own rods, where they just basically ordered generic blanks from overseas. They actually went through a rod maker here in the United States. And if you haven't seen it yet, Rick had the guy on stream, and they really went through discussion how the blanks were made, rolled, and his experience. He used to work for Abu Garcia. He actually was stationed overseas with them for several years before coming back and going out on his own. And I'll cover some of the highlights of that and the company that makes these rods. But right now, I'm telling you, for a $120 rod, everything I've seen so far was really nice. The pre-production models that we had that came with the EVA foam, Jeremy's been fishing with that one. It's a 7-foot medium heavy. I'll be getting that one back from him tomorrow so I can put it through. But I'm going to fish with these rods for the next month and a half or 2 months, and really put them through their paces and give you the honest feedback. But I've been really impressed with what I've seen. And they may be a great, I'm pretty sure they're going to be a great value from everything I've seen for that price point. You guys know that I get my rods and reels from American Legacy Fishing. But this time I'm stepping away a little bit from that just to talk about these rods, because they're at a price point that I think a lot of people, when you're working on budget and whatnot, you want to have something that you can start with. And I think I'll wait, but I'll show you the rods that I'm going to compare them with, and then we'll go through a lot of that too. So I'm going to be going through that to test those out, over the next month or two, probably 2 months, until September or so. And I'm going to fish some tournaments with them, going to fish challenges with them. I'm going to go out and use them for all the videos I'm doing for a bit, just because I really want to beat the crap out of them and see what they can take. I know what my not the combo mat. You keep the rod. I just need the reel. I don't need more rods. Trust me. I've got more rods than I know what to do with. That spinning rod is yours. Keep it. Don't give it back. I don't want it. I've got too many to play with, and more is not what I need right now. I'm actually going to bring you probably another Elite, so you can add that to your list of stuff that you need to replace. and I don't want to hear about it. You're doing too much for Freedom Squad as it is. So, yeah. So suck it. You're getting another rod tomorrow. I just need the reel to put on the monster bass. How's that sound? Matt is a big fan of blues rods and reels, has been for years. For you guys that know me, I have fished Shimano. I have fished Shimano reels forever. It was funny because somebody, I can't remember who it was, made a comment when, something about, I was talking about Shimano. It's like, wait, but you're sponsored by Lew's. And I'm like, I work with Lew's. I love a lot of Lew's rods and, rods and reels. And I've got, several Lew's reels. And, I love those. But that's not going to change my history with, throwing Shimano for so long. I've still got, a bunch of Lew's reels that are my favorite. It's just like I have places for Dobbins rods when I can, access some of the highest end stuff to fish with. But again, I get stuff from American Legacy to review and give my opinions on. Like, I've been checking out the new Daiwa Tattoo Elite 2023 series and I've thoroughly enjoyed them. But, I get stuff. I check it. It's like a library thing. I check it out. I play with it. I give my opinion on it. And then, I get it, give it back to Graham and get some other stuff to play with. But that way, if you're looking at a particular model, you can get an unbiased opinion of somebody who wasn't a fanboy. Yeah, I know you were, Will. I mean, I was just, but I wanted to bring that up because it's kind of funny. Yeah, and he's talking about Lose the Carbon rods that, Dick Sporting Goods has. And I'm telling you guys, this, when we get towards the end of summer, Walmart, Dick's, watch all of these shields, everything. Watch for those end of season. They just basically give the stuff away because they're making room for the next, inventory that's come on. It's just one of those things, it's just one of those, it's just one of those things. What's up, Paul? Welcome to the quick show. We're just doing a short one tonight. But everybody kind of finds what works for them. I know what my favorites are. But that's for me to keep to myself. And that way I stay unbiased when I'm doing rod and reel reviews. I love working with Lew's and Strike King. I love supporting the way that they support our military and our veterans. And, I try to put, rod and reels and baits into veterans' hands, thanks to those guys. And I really, appreciate everything that they do and I want to support, them. Speaking of which, hopefully I can get my hands on Tom. We got caught with him going on vacation and then to ICAST. And hopefully I can get him on maybe next week so that we can come back. He can go over all the baits and whatnot that they released at ICAST. But then we can also do that drawing for that Lew's Tier 1 rod and reel combo for the May, for the June Knucklehead Bass Fishing Series giveaway. And then for July, we still have, I'm not going to go try to dig it out. We have the Dakota Lithium power box. It's got a 10 amp battery in it. It's got plugins for USB. It's got lights on it. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. Great little battery combo that you can come up with all, I've got one and I use it for powering like my air compressor in my truck. I keep it as a backup. I keep it, in case there's inclement weather. Then you got the lights. You've also got a way to charge your phones and cameras and stuff like that too. Great for camping, great for all kinds of stuff. You're going to see a lot of that stuff being used when Jeremy, when we start going out and adding some camping content into the channel here in the near future. And if you haven't seen, I've also partnered up with FTK Trailers down in Glen Rose, Texas. New kayak trailer maker. And I love his innovation and designs. And as soon as I saw the videos he posted of the drive up on, walk off trailer, I was like, bro, we got to hook up. I'm gonna, yeah, Michael Bradley, dude, that's how I found American Legacy in the first place. A lot of people, you want to save some money, buy used rods from American Legacy Fishing and save a bunch of money. Plus, you can also trade stuff in if it's gently used. And, and RJM's is like the one he posted today with the full rack. That's one he's actually custom building for himself based on what his current needs are. And affordable prices, and it looks like top-notch stuff. So that's going to be a great channel partner to have, going forward. And I love that. I love the one that I ordered. I'll be able to carry 2 kayaks on the sides. If I'm not carrying a third kayak, I can put like a Yakima rod box on there and use that for my tournament hauling. But it's going to be perfect for me, and then perfect for when I want to haul stuff around for others as well. But, can't wait till September where I go down and pick that up. And then I will be showing that off down at the, I can go ahead and remove that one. Go ahead and I'm gonna show those, showcase those down at the KBF State Challenge Series Championship in Guntersville. And then again, obviously, I will have it down in Knucklehead Bass Fishing Series for everybody to check out as well. Pardon me, I'm scratchy, itchy, and I'm still wet because it is muggy outside. And I figured out why I was so muggy, because then the rain started, and then we had like a spot storm, and hopefully things are going to start cooling off. But I've got the second yak loaded up, ready to go. Got the Yeti chairs and cooler loaded up. I just got to get rods and reels ready, and because I want to bring these monster bass rods out. If you guys want to check those out at the meetup, cool. But again, I'm not going to keep this one long. I still need to go eat dinner and get ready for tomorrow. So I don't think I forgot anything. Still no used Dobbins for sale. Was that you that posted in the Zach? I think Brian Dolan said they're going to be loading up a bunch of Dobbins in the next day or two. If that was you that posted in the Dobbins group earlier. What time is Gramps getting there? It's not a tournament, Matt. So, I might be there at 6. I might be there at 8. I might be there at 9. I will just wake up and yep. And yeah, like David said, don't forget to use the bonus of using the Gramps discount code at American Legacy Fishing. Type in Gramps10 at checkout. Save yourself 10% on most items. Obviously, you know that good to see Tom still being able to come out too. So cool. Save yourself 10% at American Legacy Fishing. Obviously, some things are MAP priced, but I tell everybody punch that code in on everything because you never know when it'll work or not, so it might be special. Matt's going to be there at 0800. That's awesome. Gramps will be there sometime between sun up and 10 o'clock. No, my intention is to get there early and be there at least when you get there. And if I'm feeling saucy and I get to bed early enough, I might get up there to come up, try to fish that morning topwater bite just to try to get some fish for catch 22. It's going to be my goal tomorrow is to catch a frogfish. And Zach, if you have a problem with the code, I'm going to tell the secret that I tell everybody else. Call the shop, regardless of what it is, trolling motors, anything. You know what I'm saying? If you call the shop, see, sometimes the rule is they can't use codes for online checkouts from Daiwa, Shimano. If you call the shop and tell them Gramps told you to call, they will work something out with you. Okay? They all the sales folks know it. You call them, get them on the phone where there's not traceable records. You see what I'm saying? Get them on the phone, have a conversation. Tell them that Gramps sent you. You'll get a discount, okay? That's just, probably going to delete this podcast, but, if something doesn't work with the code, call them. They will make you a deal. If you're buying, if you're buying a bunch of different stuff, they will bundle. They will save you some money. They're not going to be beat. They're not going to let, except now there's a traceable video. Of course, like I said, that won't be available after probably day after tomorrow. Not everybody can go there in person, even though it's a really cool place to go visit. Ready, set. Oh, no, I hit the wrong button. First person to comment the word Smallie will get a free entry into the Smallie Challenge Series event. The first one that showed up on my screen, Chad, was Trevor Wagner. I don't know if that's the same on YouTube and all that too, but I see that about 4 times. So Trevor was the quick typer on that one. And according to the YouTube studio, he is also the first one I saw on that list. Chat again, thank you for your generosity and support of FishIN with Gramps and Freedom Squad. I love being affiliated with KBF. It makes me feel alive knowing there's guys out there doing, everything he can for veterans, first responders, and so forth. Helps to be an IT nerd. 100% agree. I have been doing it since 1986. So, yep, 100% agree. IT people are some of the best people. Have you tried restarting? Oh, good grief. Yeah, poor Bobby. He's like, damn, I wish I was on the computer. Yeah, sometimes it does help. Good stuff. Trevor hopes that's dope chat. Okay, cool. So, is there anything else I'm forgetting? Team, is there anybody in the chat? Is there anything else I'm forgetting? I didn't want to totally stretch this to an hour, but I'm glad we did. Powered off, powered on. Yeah, Matt's 100% right. Of course, back in the day, I had to write all the code from scratch, and none of that really worked. I'll tell you a funny little tip. Back in the day in the computer science, the Army Computer Science School, and again, this was in 1986, one of the fixes for one of the systems we had literally was to pick the system up 3 inches, drop it. Don't know what that was supposed to do, but yeah, that's going back. That's going back a few years. I gotta quit reading side chats. Okay, yes, let's do a giveaway. I said I was going to do a giveaway. We need to do a giveaway, and I guess I need to come up with a cool. Let's see, StreamYard giveaway. And again, as my baits, as my giveaways normally are, I'm just going to grab a bunch of different baits. There might be 1 or 2 missing. It might have been something I tried and, it ended up opening up another pack and didn't get back to this one. It's just a random mix of you never know what you're going to get. But it'll be a full box and it'll cost me, $10, $15 to ship it. But hey, it'll give you some more free stuff to get on the water. And tonight we're going to do hashtag. I know the hashtag for tomorrow's meetup. And you think you know what it is, but you don't. Oh no, wait, I'm going to change this. No, I'm going to make it simpler. Hashtag Ralph. Yep, hashtag Ralph. Because tomorrow, it's good and bad. We're going to be wishing our friend Ralph a bit. We're going to bid him farewell as he prepares to, I'm just kind of reading the chats too, but I need to get this shared and up to you guys. Present, share screen. Let's act like we know how to do a live stream. Share the screen. There we go. But tomorrow we're gonna be bidding farewell to our fellow. I can't even talk. Tomorrow we're gonna bid farewell to our good friend, Master Sergeant, soon to be, technically is First Sergeant, Ralph Boyd, who is doing his permanent change of station from Fort Knox, Kentucky, out to Fort Irwin, California. And we're going to miss him. I mean, we all met Ralph in the chat, in the Debo's chat here at FishIN with Gramps. He's an active community member amongst a lot of the live streams that many of us, what's in that Yeti, Gramps? It will be just water, but, in this Yeti, agua. I just drink water. If I need to rehydrate, I will take a bottle of water and put in flavored Pedialyte. And, So, yes, he is now First Sergeant Ralph Boyd and will be taking over, I think it's a transportation company out in Fort Irwin, California. He's going to be a couple hours away from Bass Waters, but, oh, man, he is he's in at least the state with some big fish. So, what was it I called him the other day? The something of Dinks. I don't even remember. He's not the Dink Master because that's my title, even though Debo keeps trying to take it. But I got to go. Hold on a second, guys. I got to go back and look at my. What was it I called him? Something of Dinks. Help me out, Matt, Jeremy, Ralph. What was it? Something of Dinks. But he the king of Dinks. You know, he has been fishing, you know, where he fishes, and not a lot of big fish in there. You know, it's just one of those things. Oh, he's still going to be joining, you know, he's still going to be joining, I'm sure, the Freedom Squad stuff, because we're going to make sure he's still around, but he's going to be out, you know. He's going to be out. Yeah, we know what the Navy does. They call them the Marines. Good times. But again, we're gonna miss Ralph. We've had a chance to get to know him. We ran into him in the live streams, and then we got together with him down in one of the lakes in southern Indiana. Matt and I got on the water with him, and then Jeremy and I went and hooked up with Ralph, hanging out at the Bassmaster Classic, and had a good time. But Ralph is one of the most genuine, giving people that I have ever met. The dude is still active duty with all of the, you know, requirements, the duties that's required for that, and still goes out to his local VFW and Legion and volunteers his time. You know, that's normally something people do when they get out, and he's doing it while he's still in uniform. That's how much this dude cares about his country and the people that he serves with. And you know, you just don't find a lot of people like that. And I'm proud to know Ralph. I'm proud that I've got to spend time with him, get to know him, and the piece that they did on him at the Bassmaster Classic really goes to show what a human this guy is too. So lots of love for Mr. Army Outdoors, and we're going to miss him while he's gone. And then hopefully someday when he retires, if he moves back to the Midwest, we'll be able to hang out and hook up again. But you know, that's part of serving is moving around and doing what you got to do. So you know, it's cool knowing people like this, and it's all thanks to, you know, this community and, you know, YouTube as a whole of giving us a way to get to know other people that we would, you know, not generally get to run into. You know, without all of this, I wouldn't have, you know, of course I knew Matt and Jeremy before, but, you know, Salmon Searcher came in and mainstream fishing and Chad, and I've got to meet just a ton of people and get to know people. You know, I haven't seen old Sly Fox in here yet. He's probably out trying to catch one on a frog. But, you know, RJ and Fishtails, and I mean, everybody in here that we've had a chance to meet over the last couple of years of playing this YouTube game, man, I tell you what, it makes it awesome. It makes all the time and hours you spend editing and trying to do this and that and teach other people. I tell you what, the relationships and the people that you meet. And I can't wait to the day that, you know, I keep saying when I retire, I can't wait. It's really going to open up a bit more of travel so that, yeah, you hope I knew the Jeremy before. Yeah, I just kind of had to throw that in there. But it should have been a given. But, you know, I must be tired. I need to go to bed, get ready for tomorrow. But, you know, that being said, it's been awesome, this tool that we have in front of us for getting together, hang out, and then, you know, going to meet a whole lot of more of you guys when we have the Hero Cup in Guntersville in November. And I'm looking forward. You know, I met Liz when I went down to Florida and it was, you know, spending Christmas with Faith, and, you know, met several other people along the way and had a ton of people come up to me at the Classic, and, you know, and Matt and Jeremy giving me, you know, they're my entourage, making sure I was safe, and, you know, just meeting everybody. I mean, this platform is such an awesome. Yeah. You know what? And you're 100% right. And we're going to keep getting out and meeting new people. Like I said, we're going to do meetups. We're going to keep doing a lot of stuff and things prior to my retirement, but you're 100% right. You got to live every day. You only die once. You live every day. So, you know, just go with it. You still have the Ralph screen up? Yep, I do. I'm going to go ahead and hit this draw button, and we're going to get on out of here. We got 30 people in there. You got 5 seconds to enter hashtag Ralph for a bait package giveaway if you want to get in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tonight's winner is bum, bum, bum. Be funny if somebody showed up tomorrow. Zach89. There we go. Oh, Julie, you were like 1 second too late. Zach, email me at, where is my thing? My stuff and things, banners. Email me at fishinwithgramps@gmail.com. I'll go through a little confirmation process with you. I verify who you are on YouTube. And then I will get your address and ship you out a bunch of different baits. We'll see what we come up with. But yeah, so congrats to Zach89. And I can go ahead and stop sharing this screen and come back to me. But congrats, Zach. Again, thank you, everybody. Hey, and again, yeah, you saw your name go by. That's always the fun part. You're like, I was there. I was right there. Don't forget, Debo. I think Debo's live tonight. I know he had a live stream the other night too, but I think he's live tonight as well. If not, my bad. You guys will just have a quiet Sunday, Saturday night. Yeah. I'll try to post some pictures throughout the day on the community tab here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram if you want to keep track of my day-to-day stuff. That's where I post most of the pictures and little short clips and stuff when I'm out on the water. Okay, so yeah, Liz says he's having a live. Good. That's awesome. Again, thank you everybody for everything you've done for Team Gramps and so forth and so on. If you're looking to have some fun, get in on the Catch 22. We're over 500 people in this year. We're trying to break that 22,000 fish that we caught last year. So go catch fish and then just keep uploading them. Even if they're smaller than ones already bigger, keep uploading those fish. We're trying to get past the 22,000 that we caught last year. And with that said, I'm going to let you all get out of here. I'm going to go eat my dinner. I got some meatloaf waiting. It's going to be delicious. Just a little bit. And I'm going to keep chugging my water, and we're going to keep going. We're going to be talking a lot about weight loss stuff, too, because I know Chad's probably forgot, but I'm still going to be working on whooping his ass by the end of this year. So got my blood pressure meds fixed, got my exercise stuff down, cleared the docs, going back and going ham. But I know he's been getting some walks and stuff in. We've been doing a little side smack talking, but it's going to be good and healthy for both of us, too. So everybody keep at it. Hope to see everybody, and see who I can. And we're going to be doing Freedom Squad meetups annually after this, and we'll go from there. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you. Wait. We need to do all these packages. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Again, thanks for everybody popping in tonight for, this quick 5-minute live stream that I was going to do. We'll be back on a schedule, get Jeremy's computer fixed up, and we'll start talking about focused topics that we're going to have discussions around. That way everybody can share their info and stuff too. But again, as always, get outside when you can and make some memories. We're going to be doing it tomorrow. I might try to catch me a frogfish. I'm going to catch me a frogfish. Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I want to use the Freedom Frog. Get outside when you can and make some memories. One cast at a time.